Hi, and thanks so much for being here with me today. My name is Anna Hellman. Have you ever wondered if there is a way to emboss a full piece of cardstock with a mini embossing folder? Stampin' Up! Has started offering a lot more of these mini folders, and we have some really adorable designs. But what if you want to emboss a larger size piece of cardstock with them? Well, I'm going to show you here in just a minute how to do this, and it's very simple. So we have more mini folders in our line because they can be used in this adorable little mini cut and emboss machine. And this is really nice for travel. It's nice for people who don't want to invest in the big machine. So that's what these folders have been designed for, but you can use them for larger pieces in your larger machine as well. And that's what I want to show you. So we are going to start with the other folder that comes in the same set as this one. So these come in the checks and dots folder set. They come as a pair. And I'm going to use a piece of cardstock that is the size for a card front, a standard A2 size card front. So I'm going to put it in here so that most of it fits and a little bit is going to stick out the edge. Now, if I just run this through my embossing machine just like this, the way you would normally run it through, what you're going to get is a little line, and I'm not sure if you're able to see this, but at the edge of the folder, you're going to have a line that shows up. Now, depending on your machine, it may be really noticeable, it may be just barely noticeable, but for me and my cards, I don't really want that little line there where the edge of the folder was. So here is how you can prevent that and emboss this entire piece of cardstock. I am going to lay this to go through the machine on my plates sideways, okay? I want to send it through so that this extra cardstock down here sticking out the edge is in the back. And what I'm going to do is not send this through all the way. So as it goes through, if you are using if it's a thin embossing folder and you have your clear plates, you'll be able to see where it's at. If you are using a 3D folder and you have this gray plate on top, then you're going to have to keep an eye right here on the edges. You'll be able to see it stick out just a tiny bit just to see where it's at, because you only want to crank until it gets almost to the center. You do not want the edge of that folder to go past the center line. So crank it till it gets close, then you can crank it back. We're going to take it out, and here at the edge you can see that the design starts to fade a little bit. We did not get that extra line because it didn't run all the way through. We are going to shift this over, line it back up with the design, and this does only work perfectly with designs that are uniform or symmetrical. So if you have one, here I have one laying here with snowflakes all over and they're all different shapes and sizes. This technique would not work with a folder like this, but it works with any of them that are uniform and symmetrical, okay? So I bumped it over, I lined it back up with that pattern. Now I am going to send it through. Again, the extra cardstock sticking out the edge always is going to be closest to you, and that part will not go through the machine. So we'll get this lined up, crank it just before that center line goes through the center, or the edge of the folder goes through the center, excuse me. And look at that, we have a perfectly embossed full piece of cardstock. So here are the two I created with this checks and dots set. So I hope this tip is helpful for you. Thanks so much for being here with me today. I hope you enjoyed this. You can find links to the products that I've been using in the video description below. I really appreciate when you shop using my links. Please contact me anytime if I can help you. Comment and let me know what kind of videos you want to see coming up. And I will see you again next time when I will be back helping you to hand make with love.